Good evening. I'm not a healthcare professional, and I didn't bring a disclaimer with me. So tonight, I'd like to talk about my love affair with the couch. In 2008, I was a year away from my 50th birthday. Like most of you, when I wasn't busy being busy, I was in my happy place on the couch. Everything was better in my world. My biggest priority of the week was a nap on my couch. In life, some things are non-negotiable, or so says that voice in my head. Cartoonist Matt Inman, also known as the Oatmeal, refers to this voice as the blurch. He calls it a wretched, lazy beast. Somehow, over time, I'd become this guy. Over 200 pounds, I was stressed, obese, and well on the way to metabolic syndrome. You've heard about that condition earlier tonight from Henry. It drives diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. I had to learn about calories. I fundamentally learned that you can do two things with a calorie. The first thing you can do is count them, you can learn where they come from in your food, and luckily you can burn them through exercise. What I had to do was stop procrastinating and decide to make some changes in my life. There was a lot of doubt and fear in attempting to make change. In my case, my wife, a longtime allergy sufferer, became gluten-free. For her change, it was rapid and dramatic. Then it was my turn. But let's not kid ourselves, it wasn't an instant success. A Diet Coke truly isn't the beginning of a healthy diet. First I had to figure out what I was eating. I started a food log, that was the first change. I tracked what I was eating, it's as simple as it sounds, you really should try it. Now that I knew what was going into my body, I needed to get that body moving again. I spent a lot of time on the elliptical machine. I set myself a goal, I was going to get back into shape to be able to run again. What I didn't know at that time is how that would change my life. Calorie tracking and physical activity became weight loss. It was really simple math. Over time, I changed what I ate without feeling the need to go on a diet. I learned how to read a nutrition label, I discovered the meaning of a portion, I bought and I used a food scale. I rediscovered my passion for running, and in April of 2009, I entered my first competitive race in over 30 years, finishing a 5K in under 25 minutes. After all that time spent on the couch, I guess you could say I was well rested. It seems my sedentary lifestyle had been hijacked by my running. My running allowed me to meet new people, active, enthusiastic, goal-oriented people who pushed their comfort zone and mine. Many of them had similar journeys to my own. In 2010, after a very long, hot 4 hours and 18 minutes, I was a marathoner. Something that a couple of short years before wasn't even a consideration. No one wakes up one day and says, hey, I'd like to run a marathon. 6 months later, I was back at it for marathon number 2. Only 1% of the population has ever run a marathon. Fewer go back for a second, but here I am 2 years after making the decision to lose 50 pounds before my 50th birthday with 2 marathons under my belt. I wish with I wanted more challenges. At Walt Disney World, I ran a half marathon on Saturday and a full marathon on Sunday. It's called the Goofy Challenge. You can understand why. But I also heard something about running trails. London, Ontario has some of the most beautiful trails, carpets of trilliums in the spring, nesting bald eagles, deer, beaver, and skunks. You don't truly know how fast you can run until you see the rear end of a skunk pointed at you. Trail runners are a friendly foe, full of encouragement. There's no truer saying than running is my therapy. It provides me time to be with myself. Time to listen to my inner voice, that blurch, to decompress and de-stress after long, tiring days. In fact, since getting off the couch, I've been surrounded by a great group of friends. As you can see, there's no time for fooling around or silliness. We're very serious athletes. My friends provide me both support and accountability. Set yourself a goal. Find an activity that feeds your passion. Expect some setbacks. Learn from them. I've had a few. Apparently you can forget how to ride a bike. But don't let your setbacks define you. Don't be afraid of change. Embrace it, nurture it, and reap its rewards. Believe in yourself. The power to change is within you. Big, scary changes are just that, big and scary. So don't make big, scary changes. Make small changes. Implement your change slowly. Amazing things can happen when you get outside your comfort zone. And after getting up early and doing a long run on a Sunday morning, okay, sorry, Yoa, but you just might find me Sunday afternoon back on the couch. Only now I feel like I've earned that time on the couch. The more things change, the more they stay the same. So thank you for listening about my journey. To my running buddies in attendance, thank you for not throwing anything. And if you're interested, you can always find me on Twitter at Runs for Coffee.